Hurry up, folks. Water wagon's here. Come and get it. Don't be late, or you'll all miss out. Bring your buckets now. We'll be glad to fill them. Step closer, folks. Now, before I start to parcel out the water, I have a little bit of bad news for you. Due to the continuing lack of water, I have been forced, yea, compelled, to raise my prices. But I'm sure that you'll all bear with me in this emergency.
10 solid months without a drop of rain.
At least the drought's doing somebody some good.
Gray Eagle freights in every drop of water this town uses. The longer this drought keeps up, the higher he raises his prices.
Fine day, gentlemen. Oh, I'll deliver the barrels of water for the city later, Councilman.
I suppose you've raised our prices, too?
Of course not. I feel it is my civic duty to hold the line on the official deliveries. But now that you mention it,
No, you Apache bloodsucker. There must be other ways of getting water, and I'll find it if I have to talk the town council into hiring a rainmaker.
Rainmaker? Huh. And they call us Apaches superstitious for our medicine men and rain dances.
Gray Eagle, I wouldn't exactly count on it being superstition. I was reading an article just last week in Harper's Weekly about a Frenchman who's come up with a scientific way of making rain.
I still say it's superstition. And if it isn't, the rainmaker might keep in mind that I'm still an Apache. Barrels for the city hall. Send the rest to Fat Car to the sheriff's office. Gentlemen?
Sheriff? Which that rustlet get here?
The council actually hiring a rainmaker seems like a pretty long chance to me.
With that red-skinned highbinder in the catbird seat, we've got no choice.
Well, if your Cloudbuster works, your problem's over.
Yeah, but if it don't, I'll never pull another vote as councilman. I talked them into hiring Russell. And what's more important, Gray Eagle will have Lincoln over a barrel permanent.
A water barrel.
Must be a welcoming committee for the water wagon, gentlemen.
Yes, a welcoming committee, but not for you, Mike. We've got a rainmaker.
Must be a Sioux medicine man. Vittorio here makes rain for the Apaches. Myself, I would rather not depend upon rainmakers.
After staking out the only spring still flowing within 1,000 square miles, you don't have to, and no Apache ever called that a sacred spring till you put the idea in their heads, and now they won't let a white man near it now, Mike. Well, you're a highway robber.
I was taught the white man's ways at mission school.
You'll have to move on down the street, Sonny. You were sort of expecting someone. I said, Sonny, you'll have to move
on me, mister, and I'll slit your... Sheriff?
I'm sorry, miss.
I know. I'm Hank Russell, the rainmaker you ordered.
I like the white man's new ways. A female medicine man. Oh, what next?
You, miss, are a fraud. Hank Russell.
Short for Henrietta.
This is Mr. Forrest, our councilman.
How do you do, Mr. Forrest?
How do you do?
I'm not a fraud. I can make rain. And if you don't believe it, according to the contract, all you have to do is cancel it. But you have to forfeit the retaining fee.
Oh, you must have gone to the same mission school Gray Eagle attended, but you're not going to get away with it. False pretenses, that's what it is.
Well, it seems to me if the council was so sure a rainmaker could do the job, you ought to at least give her a chance.
But, she's a woman.
You're darn tootin' I am. But what I am has nothing to do with making rain. When a moisture-containing cloud mass is penetrated by an artificially created temperature inversion, there's only one result. Precipitation. Rain to you, mister.
Besides, you're going to have to pay her for the job anyway. Why not let her try?
All right, Miss Russell. Make your rain. Pat, since you've taken such an interest in this matter, I'm appointing you to look after her.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm no guardian angel.
No, you're the county sheriff. It's up to you to look after the best interests of the county. That makes taking care of her your job. And just in case her competitor gets some Apache ideas for a change.
You know, Mr. Forrest could be right about Gray Eagle. He's got this town right where he wants it. He might resent interference. You might need a friend.
I don't take anything on say-so. Especially friends.
Try me.
All right. You can start by finding me a big tub.
Well,
There's not a store in this whole town that carries the kind of tub I need, Mr. Sheriff.
the name is Pat.
Pat. It's got to be galvanized and big. A wash tub or a water trowel won't work.
You get everything else on that wagon. What happened to your tub?
Some drovers shot up Black Creek when I was there, and my tub got in the way. Last I heard, the hotel cook is using it for a sieve.
A big galvanized tub. Well, as far as I know, there's nothing like that in the whole county.
Hey, that'd work.
Sure, much obliged to you. I'll take care of it.
It's not exactly the shape I had in mind, but it sure is big enough.
Ma'am, can I help you? What are you doing? No, wait, don't do that. What are you doing?
That'll do just fine. How much?
It ain't doing for anything. It's not for sale.
I said how much?
I say it ain't for sale.
All right. Pat, it's your duty to confiscate this tub for the welfare and best interest of this community.
Wait a minute. Now, wait. What do you mean confiscate?
Is that for Mr. Tundle, Billy?
That's right. He had to shipped in from England. He's bringing civilization to the West here. Now, I ask you a question. What do you mean confiscate my bathtub?
Billy, the town council hired a rainmaker, Miss Hank Russell, and Miss Russell needs a tub.
Female rainmaker? You might as well hire a Hopi Indian dancer. Done just as much good.
Now, just a minute here. How do you know so much about it?
Well, because I used to...
Well, before you two continue this fight, maybe you should be introduced. Mr. Billy Bonney, Miss Hank Russell.
Well, the circumstances, I can't say I'm glad to know you, ma'am.
Now, look, Billy, I gotta have that tub.
Oh, the answer is positively, absolutely no. You ain't getting it from me.
Okay. Pat, let's go see the judge.
You know, wait, just a doggone minute, Patrick. What?
Billy, the city council could have the judge condemn and buy this tub. You'd save a lot of bother if you volunteered.
Yeah, I see. All right. Just my luck. This will be Tundle's week. He wants to take a bath.
Patrick?
Yeah? It's bad enough you confiscating this tub here to give that lady medicine, man, but I gotta look out for them two vultures across the street there so they don't cook up something to stop her.
I'll take care of Miss Russell.
Well, you take care of Miss Russell. I'm gonna take care of this tub here, and listen, you bet your bottom dollar I ain't gonna let Mr. Tundle's tub out of my sight.
I don't mind your company, even if your manners could be improved.
Look, it's nothing personal against you, Miss Russell. It's just that this tub here means an awful lot to me.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry, too.
I think I liked you two better when you were fighting. Come on, let's go.
Listen, there ain't room enough up here for all of us, Patrick, so I'll just, I'll see you later.
I've heard of white man's great medicine to bring rain.
Old squaws talk.
If you succeed, you will lose face.
And money. Maybe you're right, Vittorio. I think she should be discouraged. Oh, Vittorio. No violence. Remember, we're civilized Apaches.
What's it supposed to do?
Well, when these chemicals reach the proper stage, I just lift up the lid and... the fumes invert the atmosphere. Almost always rain.
Almost? What do you mean? This thing might not work? We're out here in the middle of Apache country?
Well, it's not the best place for rain, according to my calculations.
Yeah, it's the best place for a massacre, too. Especially if Mike Gray Eagle and his pal Vittorio have anything to do with it.
You tell the others to fire on my signal.
But Gray Eagle says we are civilized Apaches. And the white-eyed men, our pigeons.
Not if the white woman's rain medicine works. Besides, we will not kill them. We will just drive them away.
This stuff, I can't see my own nose. Those chemicals. We'll have to clear out of here. That stink is awful.
You wanted rain, didn't you?
Well, some Patrick, I don't even think they're trying to hit us. Yeah, if we don't clear out of here, they're going to start trying. Well, we've got nothing to gain by hanging around here.
I ain't going nowhere. I got a job to do. I got a contract to meet.
Hank, this is Apache territory, ceded to them by treaty. They're wanting us to get out of here, and they mean it.
I refuse to leave my job. No! What are you doing? Let go! Go on, mean it! Go on, mean it! All right, you saved me. But you forgot something.
What are you talking about?
The Apaches didn't get us, but they do have Mr. Tundle's bathtub.
Yeah. Oh, you think we stand a chance of pulling it out, Patrick?
Not unless you want an Indian war on your hands, and Gray Eagle's just the man to start it.
Yeah, you sell rifles at both sides. All right, come on, get up, get up. Now listen, all those Indians are camped around my bathtub out there watching the smoke come out. Now, how long are those chemicals going to keep smoking, Hank?
Oh, a day or two at least. Look, Billy, I'm sorry about the tub. I know how much it means to you.
Not half as much as it means to Mr. Tundle.
Well, you can always order another tub. It's my equipment. You know, without that, no rain.
Oh, Rain and Gray Eagle owns us all.
I got it. I know. How about charging him with stealing my tub?
He's too smart for that.
What do you mean?
Billy, he's got an alibi. At the time of the attack, he was right here in town attending a meeting of the council.
Maybe I can find some water.
Oh, the town well dried up here about 2 months ago. Everything else wet belongs to Gray Eagle.
Maybe not. There's more than one way of finding water, you know, and I know them all.
Where you going?
I'm going to find me some water.
Any luck?
Not yet. There will be. Pat?
What?
Must be.
Oh, no.
Well, I found water, didn't I?
Yeah, sure. Already in a tank. How convenient. What are you going to do now?
Keep right on looking. Dad, I found it. I found water.
What's the matter?
I found water.
Where?
I just got to dig for it.
Just a minute, young lady.
Look, all you have to do is persuade the council to order a well dug.
Why do I have to persuade the council? They'll pass a petition for free water. Where do we dig for it?
Come on, I'll show you.
Come on. Where's the water?
Here.
It's where?
Right.
Then never mind, I heard you.
You mean it's here, right here, in the middle of the street?
Right in front of Gray Eagle's office.
Yeah.
I wasn't wrong this morning. The water's here. The rod led me back 3 times. There must be an underground spring, and Gray Eagle doesn't own it. It's town property.
How far down?
You gotta dig to find out.
Whoa! The council's gonna howl.
Well, the council's getting thirsty. And, Gray Eagle raised his prices again this morning.
Come on, let's give them the bad news.
Dust, dust, dust. That's all they're digging up. Now, we sank shafts in that street when we built Lincoln. There was no water then. There ain't none now.
Well, why didn't you say that when the council voted on the well?
Pat, the elections are coming up next month. I advocated the Rainmaker, remember? If she don't produce...
You don't get reelected.
John, you are caught between a rock and a hard place.
Pat, we all are.
We can always go to work for Gray Eagle.
Good evening, Miss Russell.
How'd you get in here?
The room clerk will be missing this soon.
You take one more step toward me and I'll show you a thing or two about taking a scalp.
Scalp? My dear young lady, I am a civilized Indian. I'm not so sure about you.
What are you here for?
I just came here to talk. Would you mind putting that thing away, please?
All right. Talk.
You're bound and determined to give this town water. And you're lucky enough to do it, one way or another. Why?
Because I'm being paid to do just that. It's not my luck that's worrying you. You know there's water here, and you know I'll find it sooner or later.
I'll give you double the amount this council is paying you, if you leave Lincoln.
No, sir. These folks need that water, and you're cutting their throats.
We could be partners.
No. I want Lincoln to have water, but free water. As long as we're asking questions, I'll ask one. Why are you out to skin these folks?
You really want to know?
Yes.
My people had their lands taken from them. They were herded onto a reservation your government thought good enough for them. They were given hoes and rakes to till a land that could not grow good weeds. They were a proud people. But they agreed to a treaty that humbled them. The brave ones, Geronimo was one, took a course of vengeance against the whites.
What about you?
Me? I just went to the white man's school and learned his ways. I found you could scalp a man without lifting his hair. Just lift his pocketbook. It hurts more.
Well, even if I agreed with what you're doing, I've got my job to do. I'm not leaving Lincoln, and I'm going to find water.
Is that your final word?
Yes, sir.
Then I can't be responsible for what my people may do if they decide that you are an evil spirit. Make sure that she leaves town tonight.
Patrick?
Yeah? What is it, Billy?
Hank's gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
I went by her room just now, and the door was unlocked. The light was still burning, and I found this on the floor.
She wouldn't forget that. Not unless somebody made her leave it behind.
That's right. I got the horses outside. If you...
This woman claims to make rain by the magic of the spirits in the tub. There's work for days. There is no rain. Her magic is no good. I say they are evil spirits. We must be rid of them and her.
There she is.
And they'll ride on in. They won't start anything with us. They're civilized.
Yeah. What odds are you quoting, Patrick?
Turn Miss Russell loose. Victorio, I'm going to hit you and Gray Eagle with everything in the book. Kidnapping, assault, battery.
Not unless you want to start another Apache war, Pat. Besides, this is not my idea. Vittorio here is the shaman of our tribe.
Wait! Before we drive the medicine squaw of the white men away, I, Vittorio, want to show you the foolishness of her medicine.
Well, you can't win them all.
All right, Gray Eagle, you just wait right there. Just because you apologized and returned the tub, that doesn't automatically put you in the clear. You still have a charge of kidnapping.
You would have to arrest the whole tribe to make it stick, Pat.
He's right, Pat. And besides, I decided not to press charges. I mean, what with me being a member of the tribe and all, I figure he suffered enough setbacks for one day.
Who suffered?
My tub's the one who suffered. My tub has more dents in it than a washboard. What am I going to tell Mr. Tuttle, Patrick?
Inferior product of the white man's factories.
Inferior product or not, Mr. Tundle can sue you for damages.
With this rain, I'm no longer in business. Besides, you can't sue an Indian. It's in the treaty.
Oh, you did it. You did it, Miss Hank Russell. I'm as good as reelected.
You speak too soon, Mr. Forrest.
What are you talking about, you vulture?
Eagle. With my water supply business washed out, so to speak, I have decided to enter politics. I'll be running against you for councilman next month, Mr. Forrest.
No, just a minute. Indians can't vote.
Have you read that treaty?
No.
It specifically provides for a representative of the tribe to sit in on the white man's council. Good day, gentlemen. Miss Russell. Vote Indian.
Can I ask you a question, Patrick?
What is it, Billy?
You suppose there's anything in the treaty might make him president?
That's the boy. That's what you call a grounder. Now get ready for a high one. Fine weather we're having, Sheriff. It's a great pity to have to stay indoors.
Especially with the windows closed.
That's a bat.
Yes, the game is called baseball. It was invented by Alexander Cartwright and Colonel Doubleday.
And maybe I should hold them responsible for breaking my windows.
I'll pay for it, Mr. Garrett.
You'll do no such thing. It was entirely my fault. I'll replace the glass. I'll have to live with my conscience, too.
Won't be necessary, Padre. I've been trying to get it open all summer. I understand you have a wedding scheduled for this afternoon.
Yes, 1 o'clock. Maria and Felipe. Dominus vobiscum, I'm already 3 minutes late for the Angelus. Will I see you at the wedding, Sheriff?
I wouldn't miss it for anything, Padre.
Come on, Danny, you can help ring the bells.
Danny!
Who are you? What do you want?
Be good, Padre, and you won't get hurt. We're taking a little trip. Get over here, kid.
Yes, sir, Felipe. Marriage is a grand institution. Next comes banking, of course. My, this is a pretty girl you have here. Morning, Sheriff.
Morning, Mr. Hargan.
Big day for him, huh?
Yes,
Still time to change your mind, Felipe. Maria here ain't got a brand on you yet.
Oh, you're a lucky hombre. What do you say, Patrick?
Really? Well, you gotta hand it to Padre. Ever since he came to Lincoln, there's been a lot more weddings and funerals.
Billy, have you seen him around anywhere?
No, I ain't, but you know the Padre. He's probably down the road somewhere visiting somebody down with a pip. He'll be here in a minute.
It's not like him to be late for anything.
Mr. Garrett!
Danny, what happened?
He said to give you this. He said he killed the padre.
What are you talking about, Danny? Who said he'd kill a Padre?
Here you go, Danny. Drink this. You say he had 2 horses.
Yeah. Where he left the wagon, about a mile out of town. Told me to start walking back, and said if I gave that note to anyone but you, he'd kill the padre.
We're wasting valuable time here, Patrick.
Danny, had you ever seen this man before?
No.
Look, while you're talking, I'm going to round up some men.
A few people know he's been kidnapped at better.
Yeah, what are you going to tell them over here at the church?
You're going to tell him. Tell him the Padre's been called out of town suddenly. No sense of breaking the news until I find out how bad it is.
You planning on going alone?
That's what the instructions say. I gotta follow them.
Did it ever occur to you this could be a trap, Patrick? Maybe it's you he's after.
Well, if he is, he's gonna find me.
Not alone.
Billy, do I have to lock you up to keep you out of this?
Sheriff, drop it on the ground. Now, you just sit still.
Where's the Padre?
He's safe. A little mussed up, but alive.
First churchman I ever saw with guts enough to jump a man with a gun.
Which proves you've never met many men of the cloth. What are you after?
Money. I want lots of money. $50,000.
$50,000? Nobody in Lincoln's got that kind of money.
There's more than that in your bank. And if all the Padre's friends get together...
Why the Padre?
Because he's got more friends in Lincoln than anybody else.
Friends who'll hunt you down if anything happens to him.
I ain't worried. Now, you get that money this afternoon. And you be back with it before 5 o'clock right here. And don't get any ideas, Garrett. Anything happens to me, and only the buzzards will find where I got the Padre.
I'll be back.
Sure you will, Garrett.
Drew your teeth, Patrick.
He's a dangerous rattler and harder to reason with. He'll kill the Padre if I don't bring $50,000 to Stone Canyon by 5 o'clock.
Loco.
That's the trouble, I'm afraid he is. Take it easy, Billy.
Padre's a friend of mine.
Mine too, but this is a problem for the whole town. I've called a meeting in the bank in half an hour. Get everybody there.
You think you really killed the Padre?
Now, there hasn't been time to get word to everyone, but time is running out for the Padre. It's a case of his life against your money. Now, I'll give it to you straight. I don't know for sure that the Padre is still alive. I can't guarantee that by paying the ransom, we'll get him back. And I cannot promise to recover your money if the ransom is paid.
Mr. Garrett, saved up $11 delivering groceries.
Thank you, Denny.
Folks, I wish raising the ransom money was as simple as all that.
What's the matter? Ain't the bank got 50,000?
Of course it has, but I just can't turn it over.
Why not? Everybody here is willing.
It's not as simple as all that. There are laws governing banking. You understand my position, don't you, Mr. Garrett?
Yeah.
Most of our big depositors live out of town. Now, if they agreed...
Mr. Harkins, will you keep the bank open if we can round up the rest of them?
Well, certainly I will.
Good. Billy, you get Tundle. Some of the rest of you ride out to Blackhorn, Harvey, and Travis. Come on, Denny.
You're gonna run out of time, Patrick.
Billy, there isn't any other way.
Mr. Harkins?
Yeah, Billy, you want something?
Yeah, I just thought of another way.
Yeah, what's that?
I want that 50,000 now. I almost forgot. You better Go tell the sheriff that Mr. Hawkins got himself locked in his own bank.
All right. Take it easy. Hold it.
Sir Garrett.
Hawkins, what happened?
It was Billy. He stole the money. He's gone after the Padre. Now you got it. Hurry up. Drop it.
What happened to Garrett?
Couldn't make it. I brought the money.
Just throw it down on the ground and clear out.
Where's the Padre?
I'll turn him loose. I've dropped the money.
Not until I see the Padre.
You're in no position to bargain. You do like I said. You've got just 1 second.
You kill me, you'll never see that money.
Step down. All right, back up. Where's the money?
Safe from any tricks. Show me the Padre and you'll get it.
How do I even know you got the money?
There's the rappers that came in.
Padre ain't been hurt yet. But that's no sign he won't be.
And you're gonna make me believe you ain't already killed him.
Grab your hands and back your neck. Turn around. All right, get moving. I'll tell you where to go.
Billy! What are you doing here?
He hurt you, Padre.
My own fault. I'm not as fast on my feet as I used to be. Why did you come?
Well, some of your friends got up a little collection to bring you back, Padre. I made sure it got here.
Alone?
Well, I figured I'd make as good a messenger as anybody else.
How much?
$50,000.
Fifth? I don't know what to say. To think they thought that much of Bill, it was a mistake to come here. He'll never let us go.
Well, maybe he won't have any choice in the matter, Padre. Pat Garrett and half the men in Lincoln are going to be after him.
I'll take my chances. All right, you've seen him. Now, where's the money?
You turn the Padre here loose, and I'll take you to the money.
Uh-huh. I'm through fooling with you. You come up with that money, you're going to take him back to Lincoln dead.
Yeah, well, I guess I ain't got no choice in the matter.
No, Billy, I can't let you kill for me.
I ought to kill you for that. Sure you ain't fooling about the Padre.
Don't.
You stay right there. The second barrel will be for you. Go ahead, Padre. Pray for yourself. You need it.
I was praying for you.
Praying for me? Don't lie to me, Padre.
I was not lying.
You can kiss that 50,000 goodbye now. You turn the Padre and me loose now. You still have time.
Shut up! Get over by the Padre. You get the chain off. Padre's my ticket out of here. You tell that posse to stay back in plain sight. They try to stop me, I'll blow his head off. Come on, Padre. Get up. Come on. Padre.
You'll kill him if you ride closer.
I can't let him get away.
Well, what else we're going to do? Let him kill the Padre.
What'd you do with the money?
I tried a trick. Didn't work. We can talk about that later.
Once he gets over that ridge, he'll probably kill the Padre anyway. That's rough country over there. Plenty of places for him to hide out where we'll never find him. I say we rush him now.
No, not while there's a chance to save the Padre.
What chance is there?
Better than 1,000 yards from here, Patrick.
Well, that's impossible, Garrett. You'll never be able to hit him from this distance. We're wasting time. I say let's go after him.
You're going to have to kill him with the first shot, Patrick. There ain't going to be time for another.
Wind's from the west, right, Billy?
Yeah. Real gentle. Don't miss, Patrick. Whatever you do, boy, don't miss.
Padre for cover. I've got to wait for a clear shot at him.
Chance like this in 100 years, Patrick.
Come on, Billy, where is it?
Well, now let me see if I can recollect where,
You'll have plenty of time to recollect in jail. Now dig up that money.
you're in that badge of yours, Patrick. You're going to be the death of me yet, boy.
I hope not, Billy.
It's, right under the rock, right there. And I'll just ride along the Lincoln with you to make sure you don't weaken on the way. Maria, you got back here safe and sound.
Maria.
Well, I heard when you didn't show up for the wedding last week, Felipe got cold feet. She had to start all over again, talking him into getting hitched.
Perhaps that's what we should find for Billy. A nice, persuasive girl to settle him down.
It's a good idea, Padre. You find the girl, I'll even volunteer to be best man.
Yeah, well, thank you anyway, Patrick, but I think married and buried sound too much alike for me.
Padre, you work on him. I've got business waiting for me at the office. Listen to him, Billy. He might find a way to keep you out of trouble.
Marriage will do that, Billy.
Yeah, well, you gotta find the right gal first, Padre.
I see you with a lot of girls. There is Sarah, Rosita, Ellen, Margarita, Samantha, Rita.
Yeah, well, I reckon the trouble is I just can't pick between them.
Padre! You said you'd show me more about baseball today.
Well, first, I've got to change. Perhaps Billy will help you until I'm ready.
No, I don't know anything about, what you call it?
Baseball. Then perhaps you should learn. Maybe that'll keep you out of trouble. Here, you hold the bat like this. That's right.
Then what do you do with it?
You hit at the ball. Go over there. Denny, come here. Now, throw him the ball. Wonderful! I don't think he'd strike a man of the cloth, but if I were you too, I'd run like everything.
your money and don't hold
You need
your
something stronger than milk, Jason, when I tell you. Pat Garrett's on his way to Silver Creek.
Why should I? I've been expecting it.
I could send a couple of boys, just see he never gets here.
I'll send them myself, if I think it's necessary.
It will be, believe me. I know Garrett. He's vaccinated with a law badge, and it took.
A little law and order never hurt any town.
Never did us any good, either.
All my life I wanted to set up like Silver Creek. A whole town that belongs to me. Now I've got it. I ride my own way. Nobody's gonna stop me.
Garrett's gonna try.
If he does, I'll pin his badge to his grave marker. Now shut up. I want to listen to Sal.
And don't hoard your gold. Do like I tell you. Be brave and be bold. We can be lots more than friends. So don't save your money. Oh, don't save your money. Just spend all your money on me.
That's enough of the games, Billy. I heard you riding up at least a mile away.
Well, it ain't no fun. You can't count on surprises in this fella, Patrick.
Times like these, a man's got to look out for himself.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
Bundle send you up Silver Creek way with a herd?
Oh, Tunnel heard there's some kind of fancy piano up for sale down here in Silver Creek. Sent me down here to buy it for him.
In such a hurry, you're riding at night to get there?
No, I already been there. And I heard you were due there on your rounds of the county, so I decided to ride out here to meet you. What are you sleeping out here for when you're so close into town?
Well, did you ever try to get a night's sleep in one of those rock-hard cells at the Silver Creek jailhouse?
Oh, what do you mean? Listen, I ain't been in every jail in this county.
But you're working on it, huh?
Oh, is that a fine thing to say to me, boy, after I ride all the way out here just to do you a favor?
The only thing that would draw you away from a poker game at Sal's joint would be some kind of trouble you're fixing to mix into.
That's the unkindest thing you ever said to me. Even if it does happen to be true.
I'm listening.
Yeah, well, I figured you would be. It seems like there's a gent named Jason Cleary runs the town now.
So I've heard.
Yeah, maybe you ain't heard the way he runs it, Patrick. He owns every saloon in Silver Creek except one. He lets Sal operate that because he's after her along with it.
And you found out that Jason Cleary knows I'm making my rounds of the county, and you just figured it might be great fun to ride in with me and see what happens.
Well, yeah, something like that, maybe.
I've got a job open as a deputy. 40 a month. If you promise to keep the job for at least a year.
Oh, I got a job, boy, thank you.
Try minding it. Billy, if you meddle in my business while I'm in Silver Creek, I promise you'll spend at least 6 months there working out your sentence.
Well, doggone it, Patrick, here trying to do a favor for a friend like you. You talk about throwing me in your jug.
I don't need any favors.
Jason Cleary said that he was going to pin your badge on your grave marker.
All right, Billy. Thanks for the warning.
You still don't want my help?
Time comes I need it, I'll ask for it. Now, you just go along and buy your piano for Mr. Tundle. Let me get some sleep.
I'll see you around, brother.
One thing for a decent woman to walk down the street of this town. Our fair community is fast becoming as Sodom and Gomorrah. And the time has come for us to make a stand against this wave of iniquity that threatens to engulf our fair city.
Excuse me, ma'am, if you got a minute,
When I finish my speech, young man. It is time, as I said, that we took a stand. If the men folk of Silver Creek won't do something about this nightly parade of sin and violence on our streets, then it's time the women folk did.
Been talking for almost 15 minutes now.
I say that we women
Oh, she ain't hardly wound up
secure
yet.
the right to
Wait till
vote,
she starts talking
so that
about
we
the
may
saloons
elect
and the
officials
dancing
who
girls.
clean up the mess that confronts us.
Hardly wait.
There is just one school and only one church in Silver Creek, but there are more than a dozen saloons filled with painted hussies kicking up their heels.
You know, it seems like her husband had put a stopped all her carrying on like that.
I say
I'm her
do
husband.
not fight now. This spectacle will set the example for our children and
sorry,
destroy the moral.
You're sorry.
Cherry
And if we
tree,
are denied,
sing sweet
then the time is
and sing merrily. Their song says, yea, verily, you found true love. But skies may cloud up drearily. Pat.
Been a long time, Sal.
Well, not long enough, judging by that kiss. Time was when I'd be fighting to get away from you by now.
Oh, well, now, I cannot remember you fighting.
Well, that's more like it. I heard you changed.
Well, let's just say I decided to hang on to a job for a while.
All right. Just the same, it's not the kind of a job I thought you'd end up with. We can't talk here. Let's go back to my apartment. We have a lot of years to remember.
Birds in the old cherry tree sing sweet and sing merrily. Their song says, yea, verily, you found true love.
Joe, will you bring back a bottle of my private stock, please? And I can remember when I had a bottle with your name on it.
Yeah, you broke it. Aiming at my head.
That will teach you not to walk out on a lady. Thank you.
You have him well trained.
Which is more than I could ever say for you. It's good to see you, Pat. Of course, you didn't ride all the way from Lincoln just to see me.
Well, I could say that was what brought me here.
Yes, you could say that, but it would be a lie. I know. Jason Cleary and his gang of hoodlums.
Yeah.
Here's to yesterday, Pat.
I'd rather drink to today.
That badge you're wearing has 5 points, and every one of them can scratch. I'd rather remember when it wasn't between us.
I could take it off.
Yes, you could. But you couldn't take off everything it stands for.
You're beginning to sound like Jason Cleary.
Look, Pat, we're not wide-eyed kids anymore. We've both been around a long time. Jason Cleary has everyone in this whole town sewed up, except me. If you're going to buck up against him, I'll have to bury one of you.
Which one would you want to bury?
Oh, I know you could kill him, Pat. But it won't be easy, and there's always a chance you might lose out.
Would you care?
Darling, crying makes my eyes red, and I don't look very good in black.
What do you suggest I do?
We had a lot of fun together once. Maybe we could have it again.
Yeah, I wish we could. But I found out a long time ago you can't go back and pick up where you left off.
And furthermore, If something isn't done about the hoodlum element in Silver Creek, I promise you the ladies of the city will rise up in righteous indignation and march on these dens of iniquity and burn them to the ground.
I didn't know you were a supporter of women's rights, Billy.
Well, if I ever was, I ain't anymore. You know how long she's been talking over there, Patrick? Almost an hour now.
You have to stand here and listen?
Well, if I expect Mr. Tundle the piano to do, she owns it. I come to think she's finished. Excuse me, ma'am. I just gotta say, that was a plumb rousing speech you gave. Best I heard since William Jennings Bryan passed through El Paso.
Oh, I thank you very much, young man.
My name is William Bonney, Mrs. Tatum. I work for Mr. Tundle. He told me he was going to write you a note about me coming.
Yes, indeed, about my piano. It's over at my house. Mr. Tatum will show you the way, and I'll just say a word to my ladies, and I'll be right along. Show Mr. Bonney, Harold.
Yes, my love.
How are you, Pat? Now, there's a fine, upstanding example of young manhood.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, ladies.
See Garrett? Oh, yeah. Sure did. I was sitting outside. He rode in before noon, came straight here. Sal met him like a chunk of iron going to a 40-pound magnet. They went to her room.
How long was he there?
Oh, not long.
Come on in. The door's unlocked.
An unlocked door is an invitation to a thief.
The name fits. Wear it in good health.
If I thought you meant that...
What would you do?
But you're too smart to mean it. Aren't you, Sal?
Am I?
I think you are. The trouble is, Sal, the time for games is over. I've let you run this place your own way without interference because I took it for granted we'd eventually get together.
How do you mean that, Jason?
All right. I'll make it plain. I've wanted you ever since the first minute I laid eyes on you. You knew it, too.
Take your hands off me.
I like a woman that's as spirited as a horse. And I know how to tame them both. You're going to get your first lesson now. Try teaching me, Clary. I don't think you want any trouble with me, do you, Clary? No. No trouble.
Again, Pinky, and I'll carve your headstone myself.
Who's the marshal in this town?
Oh, one of Clary's men shot the last one about a month ago. The job hasn't been too popular since.
I'll have to take care of it myself. Assaulting an officer, willful and malicious destruction of property.
Pinky, get me Judge Meeker.
You must be losing your punch, Patrick. You had to hit him 6 or 7 times.
I'm gonna kill you, Garrett. Any way I can. You'll have to stand in line to wait your turn. Look, Cleary, you've been around long enough to know what happens when law hits a boom town like Silver Creek. I heard Wild Bill Hickok say the same thing in Deadwood. But it didn't mean much after Jack McCall put a bullet in his head. Yeah. I saw them hang Jack McCall.
consider the taxpayers' money, Patrick. You could have shot that fella in there, and then all I had to do then is just bury him.
Billy, it might be he's lonesome in there.
Oh, that's a mighty hard way to talk to me, Patrick, after I walked all the way over here to invite you to eat supper with me.
Well, thanks. I'm sorry, but I've got a job to do.
I got a hunch your job just ended, Patrick.
I've heard of your high-handed ways, Sheriff, but they don't go here. No, sir. Not as long as I'm just a piece of this here territorial district.
All right, Judge, never mind the speech. What do you want?
Just a moment, Sheriff. I'm releasing Jason. I mean, Mr. Cleary. With a writ. Plumb legal, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll bet it is.
My gun.
Deputy job you was talking about, you wouldn't consider filling it temporary like, would you? I mean, maybe just for a day or two, say.
Billy, you've got a job to do, remember? If you want to buy that piano, head out of here.
Claire's got to set a trap for you, Patrick. All right, I gotta see a lady about a piano. I'll see you around.
Well, I think it's time we took over Sal's place. We've waited long enough.
That'll bring Garrett on the run.
Oh, I hope it does. We'll kill him the minute he walks in the door.
I thought I'd just stop by, let you know I'd be picking up the piano early in the morning.
Well, here's the bill of sale. I'm sure Mr. Tundle will be very happy with it. You may pick it up any time you like. I'm an early riser.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I reckon it'll be plumb early, too, ma'am, because I'm kind of anxious to be getting out of Silver Creek, tell you the truth.
You don't like it here?
Oh, well, yes, it ain't you or any of the decent folk of this town. It just, well, I don't hardly know how to say it out loud in front of a lady like you.
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's just Silver Creek itself, ma'am. This afternoon, I stopped in a place. I was thirsty to get me a drink of sarsaparilla. And it was a Silver Queen, I think that's what they call it. I ain't never been to a place like that, Miss Tatum. I'm not even old enough to vote yet.
You don't mean they had the nerve to...
Well, I reckon they did, ma'am. Now, I figured it was bad enough, them offering me hard liquor, but when them dancing girls just stood around there and started making eyes at me, I figured it was time for me to pack up and head on home.
Wait till my ladies hear about this.
Yes, ma'am, I kind of figured you'd want to make a speech about it when you heard. Funny thing is, I felt you meant every word you said this afternoon. I mean, about the good ladies of this here town rising up righteously to smite evil. Fact is, I reckon I'd just like to see that happen myself.
You will see it. I've waited long enough. Now I will act. Just wait till I get my umbrella.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me that you really love me. Tell me that you really care. Show me that you really want me. Make me care. Put your arms around me, honey. Oh.
All right, keep playing.
What do you think you're doing?
What I should have done a long time ago, Sal. Taken over this place. Now shut up and keep singing.
Tell me.
Oh, Mr. Garrett. Billy told me to come over and tell you that Clary's taken over Sal's place. And if I know Sal, somebody's going to get hurt.
Thanks.
Garrett's coming.
All right, let him come. Get on the other side of the room. Keep singing.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, just walking.
Did you get those women all riled up?
No, I tried to stop them.
Yeah.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Oh, this'll teach you a lesson, you hussy. There's a stage leaving Silver Creek first thing in the morning, and you'll be on it.
I never thought I'd hear you talk like that. Why so, Letty?
I beg your pardon?
You should be begging Sal's. Letty, you've been around mining camps long enough to know an honest place when you see one.
Oh, you can't talk me out of it that easily, Patrick F. Garrett. This hussy is leaving town.
I used to call you Lie Soap Letty because your tongue was just as sharp back when you took in washing at Gold Springs. That is, when you weren't dealing your turn at your husband's faro joint. But that was a long time ago. And, maybe the other women of Silver Springs don't know about your past.
Can we just keep that between the two of us? I'll believe indirectly.
Thanks anyway, Pat, but I'll be on the stage. There's nothing here for me.
Now, Sal, this town could use an honest place. And a woman like you.
Would it matter to you if I stayed?
Let's just say it might matter if you left. Is that enough of an answer?
It'll do till one comes along.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't get all riled up now. I'm just taking this piano back to Tunnel where you wanted me to do it.
Why, I'm not riled up at all, Billy. Matter of fact, after talking to Mrs. Tatum, I understood just how you felt. Nice, innocent young boy like you having to face all those temptations.
Yeah, well, see, I gotta go, Patrick. I'll see you around.
Matter of fact, I was so impressed by how taken with you Mrs. Tatum is. Why, I agreed to carry a letter to Mr. Tundle from her.
What, a letter?
That's right. It seems Mrs. Tatum feels that a nice young boy like you should have more of a chance to take an interest in civic affairs like female suffrage. So she's asking Mr. Tundle to lend you out to her for a while.
Lend me out?
That's right. It seems Mrs. Tatum is making a tour of the whole territory, making speeches. And she wants you to drive her. I told her how anxious I knew you'd be to go with her.
Patrick, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, Patrick, wait a minute. Oh, you can't do that. I'm gonna ride to Mexico first.
district marshal?
We ain't got no marshal.
You got a mayor in this town?
Yep, last I heard.
Nice going, Waco. Work him over, Tom. Nobody says we run a crooked game.
Stand back, mister.
Badge don't mean a thing here in Hondo, Sheriff. You're out of your territory.
Lincoln County is my territory.
Doesn't cut any ice here. This is a town, and I look after things for the railroad.
You got quite a system of law enforcement here.
Beats a badge any day. So you just get back on that horse of yours and ride out of here, Sheriff. I didn't get your name.
Garrett, Pat Garrett. And I'm staying right here.
Well, I'll make it clear to you, Garrett. Anything I do will be backed up by the railroad company. They like this town the way it is. It's gonna stay that way.
Sam Hill took you so long getting here, Garrett?
Well, the county council was hoping to win the railroad's cooperation by leaving them alone for a while.
You'd get more cooperation from a herd of stampeded longhorns.
What happened to your marshal?
Which one? I haven't been able to keep that badge pinned on anybody more than 24 hours. The ones who didn't quit wish they had. You see, the T&O's got a law of their own around here. They call it railroad law. If it's good for the railroad, it's legal.
Who's the head man?
Name of Fallon, construction superintendent. He thinks he's Napoleon or somebody. He holds up in a private car down the railroad tracks. He's got a whole herd of hired guns to back up his play, and he plays rough. Now, just what your plans to change the arrangements?
Well, the T&O has been shoving its tracks across Lincoln County without bothering to pay taxes on the right-of-way.
Well, what have taxes got to do with restoring law and order in my town?
Mayor Haggard, there's more than one way to collect a tax.
Oh! Anyone home around here?
I say, you the mayor around here?
Yes.
I got a big fat complaint to make against the Tucumcari and Otero Railroad Company.
Young man, you and 1,000 other people.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, mister. I've been robbed, and I want to know what's going to be done about it.
Probably nothing, Billy.
I say, Patrick, what are you doing around here?
Collecting taxes? What are you doing?
I'm delivering 100 head of Mr. Tundle's cows to the railroad company, and the buzzer that ramrods the outfit down there, he wouldn't pay me for him. He said Mr. Tundle was going to have to wait till the first of the year, just like everyone else does.
Well, you'll probably have to wait until the first of the year.
Yeah, when I leave this town, I'm going to collect that money, Patrick, even if I have to collect it my own way.
You collect it your way, there'll be some bounty hunters collecting you.
Yeah, well, that's, well, why don't you collect it for me? And that'll make it nice and legal.
Oh, no, Billy, that's not my job. That's a job for the town marshal.
They don't have a town marshal here, Patrick.
I know.
Yeah?
I know. And they sure could use a good man.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's very funny, yeah.
Mayor Haggard, would you say that this man was qualified to be the town marshal?
Why,
his name is William Bonney, sometimes known as Billy the Kid.
Well, yes, indeed. I'd say he certainly is qualified.
William Bonney, you are so constituted and appointed.
Yeah, what are you doing? What's this, a badge?
You'll get used to it, Billy.
Yeah, what if the people in Lincoln got wind of this thing? I'll never live it down.
Cheer up, Billy. The hours are long, the pay is low, and there's always a good chance of getting yourself kicked.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You want your money, don't you?
Yeah, I want my money, yeah.
That is the best way to get it.
Yeah. trouble, Holman. You know that. Tomorrow, the first train makes the maiden run to El Paso. She's got to be on time. The whole contract depends on it.
Mr. Fallon?
Who the devil are you?
My name's Pat Garrett. I'm the sheriff of Lincoln County.
What do you want?
Well, it's a little matter of a tax bill, Mr. Fallon. The T&O Railroad owes the county of Lincoln $8,342.06.
And you're here to collect it?
That's right.
Lincoln County will be lucky if it collects the 6 cents.
Is that a refusal to pay, Mr. Fallon?
The T&O Railroad always pays its debts when it gets ready to.
When's that?
Maybe the end of the year, maybe next year.
Not good enough, Mr. Fallon.
Maybe you'd care to tell me just how you expect to go about collecting this money, Sheriff? Or don't you know the answer to that? You could sue.
Well, if it's all the same with you, Mr. Fallon, I'd like to collect it sooner than we could with a court battle. Say by noon tomorrow.
Or what, Sheriff? What do you intend to do?
Close you down.
Empty threats, Garrett. I can hire more men than any sheriff.
$8,342.06, Mr. Fallon. Noon tomorrow.
Get out. You're spoiling my appetite.
I brought some witnesses, Garrett. You came to rough up the old man and got shot trying.
You won't live to hear them testify.
Don't wait for him to draw. All right, hold it. Right there.
I decided to keep that job after all, Patrick.
Say, Billy, before we get back into town, I want to have a talk with you.
What's on your mind?
I'm taking on a fight with the railroad. They won't quit until they're on their knees.
I'm with you all the way, Patrick.
You mean that?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't. What are you getting at?
That badge you're wearing. We've done a lot of kidding about it, but there's more to wearing a badge than jokes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that when I pinned it on.
That's all I want to know. I figure the two of us can turn that railroad bunch inside out, and we might just as well start today.
Oh, hello, Garrett. You're just in time. How'd you and Fallon get along? Did you collect any taxes for the county?
I gave him till noon tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Where's the new marshal? He hasn't quit already, has he?
Billy? Oh, no. He's out having some signs painted.
Signs? What for?
Hey, Hackett, the gambling in this town, how much of it is run by the railroads?
Well, just about all of it, I guess. See, by keeping the poor suckers that work for them busted, they only need a payroll big enough to pay them the first time around.
That's the way I figured it. How far are you willing to go to back up your new marshal, Mayor?
The whole way. The whole doggone distance.
Good.
Hey, what do you plan doing?
I'm going to try my luck. Gambling. Sorry, the game is closed. Let me look at those. Shaved. What else is rigged around here? Weighted. Quiet. All right, listen, everybody. This store is being closed for rigging the games. Everybody out.
All right, you heard what the man said.
All right, come on. Out. How's your hammer in hand holding out, Marshal?
It's all right, it's all right.
Let's go. And this is only the beginning. You can tell your boss we intend to close every chip plant in this town.
Already made monkeys out of you, and there's only 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of the fastest guns in the country.
I'm paying for results, not excuses. I want those saloons open and back in business inside an hour.
Well, you heard what he said. You coming, Holman?
Later.
Fella?
Fallon sent him back for a showdown.
Come on, Billy. You gentlemen have a permit to hold a parade?
A what?
You're under arrest for holding a parade without a permit.
What do you mean a parade? We was just riding into town.
Looked like a parade to me. What do you think, Marshal?
Well, if that wasn't a parade, I ain't never seen one, Patrick.
You're local. You can't get away with a crazy charge like that.
What do you think, Marshal?
Better get off your ponies.
All right, down. There's no workable jail in town. This'll have to do. Inside. All right. You here to pay your back taxes, Mr. Fallon?
You know why I'm here. If my men aren't released at once, you're going to answer to the territorial legislature.
If the T&O will pay the county what it owes it in back taxes, Mr. Fallon, I might drop the charges against your men.
I got news for you. There's a circuit judge due in Honda tomorrow. I'll have my men out on a writ of habeas corpus, and the county can whistle for its tax money.
You know, if he springs his men, I don't see how you'll stop him making that train run to El Paso tomorrow.
It all depends on making the right move, man.
We'll be going in a few minutes.
$12, straight up.
It's 12 o'clock, Mr. Fallon.
So?
The right-of-way taxes, remember?
You're a fool, Garrett.
is, Mr. Fallon. The judge just signed it.
Good. Now you go get the boys and tell them to barrel down here and teach Garrett a lesson before I...
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Take that chain off that wheel.
Fallon, this engine has been impounded for back taxes.
Get some men over here. Picks, crowbars.
I wouldn't do that. You'd be destroying county property.
You gonna let him get away with this?
I'll get the men. I get rid of habeas corpus here. Said you gotta turn my men loose. Hurry up. Well, it's signed by Judge Bradley. All right, wise guy, what's the big idea?
Well, I don't have any bars on the windows around here. Didn't want them to wander off, you know.
All right, fellas, let's go.
Like this, go where?
What'd you do with the clothes?
I don't remember what I...
What do you mean you don't remember? You better just start remembering, mister, or I'm...
You find a fault with my memory?
You fool.
What do you mean they won't come?
They haven't got any clothes.
You better pay up, Mr. Fallon.
I'll see you dead first. What do you mean they haven't any clothes? I'll see if I can find some.
I underestimated you, Garrett. You got me over a barrel, and I know when I'm licked. Uh-huh. You hear what I said? You win. Now unlock that wheel.
Where's the money, Mr. Fallon?
I'll pay you when I get to El Paso. Now look, if you don't take my word for this...
I don't carry much money, Garrett. Maybe a couple of thousand. You won't even consider that as tax payment. You just keep that for yourself. Maybe later the county can... Mr. Fallon, you can save yourself a lot of trouble by just paying what's owed.
I took you for a reasonable man. Now, if you don't let the train make this trip, there won't be any company to pay anybody anything.
Oh.
Well, what do you expect me to do?
Well, for one thing, there's a telegraph office.
All right, now telegraph the home company.
Tell them to deposit the money in the Cattleman's Bank in Santa Fe.
Here it is, Garrett. Oh, here it is. Confirmation from the bank in Santa Fe that the money's been deposited. Now get that chain off.
Come from the Cattleman's Bank, man? It sure did, Garrett.
Hurry up, will you?
$8,342. Where's the 6 cents?
Blast the 6 cents. Get that chain off.
refused to vacate the jail after being released, sir. Had to force him.
Marshal, I'm glad you're here. Mr. Fallon has a couple of $1,000 he'd like to pay you for Mr. Tundle's cattle.
Get moved.
Just make sure that our paths never cross.
Billy, you're not quitting.
I got my money, you got his badge, and you got your taxes.
All right, Billy, what do you want to talk about? You change your mind about that job?
No, nothing like that. I'm just thinking, I got over $2,000 on me now.
Mr. Tundle's money.
Yeah, I know that. I know. I'm just thinking what it'd be like to sit down on fast hand of poker with that kind of loot backing you up. Yeah.
Billy, you keep thinking like that, and I'll be cleaning out a cell for you.
Yeah, well, you gotta lose to get in trouble. And I never lose.
One of these days, somebody's going to catch you with that crooked deck.
What do you mean, crooked?
It's marked plainer than the road from here to Santa Fe.
Oh, you know darn well that ain't true, Patrick. But if you spread that around, I just might be forced to live on that 40 a month Tundle pays me.
Billy, I've got work to do. Why don't you cut out for home? And don't get mixed up in any card games here in town. If I so much as see you near one of those saloons, I'll lock you up.
No, I ain't gonna hang around, Patrick. See what I was getting at? I got $2,000 right now, and you got that $8,000 from the tax money. And,
Billy.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just a little rip-roaring card game, see? And I'd even be willing to lend you my own deck. And in a couple hours, Patrick, we might even get stakes for our own little ranch. Yeah, all right. Some men just don't want to get rich. What do you say there, Mamacita?
Last stage come in yet?
Yeah, I guess so. How you doing, all right?
Fine.
Good morning, Mayor. What's the rush?
The rush is to keep that woman on her own side of town.
Well, she's just, picking up a letter for La Senora.
Not anymore. If La Senora wants her mail, she can come into my office and make out an affidavit to that effect, and make it legal.
You ain't really going to press that point, are you, man?
What point is that, Billy?
Big Mamacita. Every time she comes out of that post office with a letter, she gets half the town drunk.
Yahoo! La Senora's grandson done come through! Past West Point with colors a flying. Look at that return address.
Lieutenant Brian Riley, huh?
Name your poison. The drinks are on the house.
Oh, no, not this time. Not in my town.
Well, my cantina ain't in your town. Welcome one and all. The drinks are still on the house.
Your cantina's in my county. Give me a break, huh? General Lew Wallace will be passing through here in a few days. And while he's here, I'd kind of like some peace and quiet.
You got my word for it, Patrick. I'll just behave like the lady I am.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're afraid of, ain't it, Patrick?
Come on, boys.
You know, Billy, there's no one I think more highly of than Big Mamacita, but she is a disturbing influence on this town. Billy, this is one time I'm counting on you to give me a hand. Help me to keep her out of trouble, huh?
Oh, you can trust me, Patrick.
I am.
What's the matter? What's wrong? What's the matter? Isn't this a letter for La Senora? Why did you open it up?
Course they ain't no La Senora Riley Guadalupe Cortez. This is dirty old desert rat, Big Mamacita.
I am to be General Lew Wallace's aide-de-camp during his tour through New Mexico. I pray you will look on me with pride when I finally meet my famous grandmother in Lincoln.
He's my grandson, Billy. My daughter's child. Mine, but she was the pretty one. Winter before she was dried behind the ears. Plumb delicate she was, not like me. Husband was killed to soldiering and her following, giving birth to my Brian.
Well, why? I mean...
All the lies? You think I wanted him to know what kind of a life his grandma was living? That the money I was sending came from a broken-down old saloon? No, sir. What I figured was I'd give him a good name, something for him to live up to.
Like Senora Riley Guadalupe Cortez.
Yeah. Ain't it just awful?
No, it's not awful. It's... Oh, Mama sees it's all right. When he sees you... Look, I never seen any fella you couldn't charm the back teeth right out of, you know.
Billy, I want to see that boy so bad it's like a knife sticking in me, but I can't let him know. See, it's hopeless.
No,
it's hopeless.
No.
It's not hopeless. Look, nothing's hopeless, Mamacita. As long as you got friends all over this cantina. You know, the whole over Lincoln here. Look, I tell you, you just stay right here, Mamacita. You stay put right here in the cantina. And I'm going to take care of it for you. Now, you do that? You stay right here for me? Will you? Okay.
Close the door, Billy.
What are you doing? Throwing away some old wanted posters?
No, just filing them away, Billy. Save the taxpayers' money. They'll all be wanted again.
Well, you can't tell what a man's like from his face, can you?
Yeah, that's the truth. You take Mayor Blunt, he looks more like an outlaw than Curly Bill Brocious. And your friend Acker, spitting image of a Spanish grandee.
Yeah, come to think of it, that's right.
What's on your mind, Billy?
Well, just looking for a little piece of advice, maybe. Look, Patrick, if a friend of yours, a real good friend of yours was in trouble, could you forget for a while your sheriff of Lincoln County?
I don't know, Billy. Why?
Oh, nothing. I'm just wondering. When's Governor Wallace due in here?
Tomorrow, noon. Look, Billy, if you're up to something.
No, not
Billy, I've got problems enough with this new mayor of ours. Don't give me any more.
Well, I'll try not to. Old Mayor Blount does look like a horse thief, don't he?
He's still the mayor of Lincoln.
Yeah, even though he don't look like a mayor.
What did you say brought you here?
Oh, yeah, well, I guess so. I don't know. Well, I'll see you around. You take it easy, Patrick. Adios.
Billy, hold on. Didn't you say you came here for advice?
Yeah, I sure did. I'm much obliged to you.
Ambush. They got 6 of us. It was like a massacre.
Where?
Gotta show you where. Come on. We got one of them maybe still alive.
Good luck.
you tie him up good?
Like a hog ready for market. Grateful to you, Billy. Always felt I was cut out for public office.
All right, you get shaved, you get cleaned up, and you make it real good, all right?
Halfway there, Sheriff.
As far as I'm riding on a wild goose chase. It's too hot to play games.
But, Sheriff...
Look, you can weigh yourself out to please Billy. No reason for us both to.
Sheriff?
Relax. I went along with the joke, didn't I? I bought that catsup on your sleeve, that awful story you told me. But I don't have to ride 20 miles just to oblige Billy.
You mean... you knew?
Well, I have no mamacita just as long as Billy has. If she's trying to work out something to help her, well, all right with me. I'll go along with him. Up to a point. But it had better work.
No, muchachos. Más fuerte, con más gusto.
Where you been?
Just like you told me.
The only ones on the street will be the muchachos. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, come on now. The general's almost here.
Wait a minute. I want to show you something.
Hey! Come on, Arthur. The general's almost here now. Come on.
Bueno. Vamos. Síganlo. Adelante.
Welcome to Lincoln, Governor. Very happy to have you here.
Thank you, sir. Well, the town seems mighty deserted for a county seat.
Yes, sir. Everyone went out on a sheriff's posse this morning. My name's William Barney, Governor. I'm very happy to know you. I'm holding down the fort here until Sheriff Garrett gets back, you know.
I've been looking forward to meeting Pat Garrett. Oh, this is my aide-de-camp, Lieutenant Riley.
Oh, yes, sir, Lieutenant Riley. We've all heard of the famous grandson of La Senora Riley Guadalupe. Very happy to know you, Lieutenant.
You know of his grandmother?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Doesn't everyone? Listen, Governor, our town officials here wouldn't make a move without first consulting La Senora.
Well, she sounds mighty important.
Oh, yeah, important. Listen, Governor. The whole Mexican government, why, just this morning, El Presidente himself sent down urgent request from Mexico for her to get up there and throw him some advice.
Well, that's too bad. The lad's never met her. I was hoping we might pay our respects at her hacienda.
But that's impossible now, sir.
Yeah, no, Lieutenant. Nothing's impossible in Lincoln, you know.
That's a fine-looking man. Your mayor?
Yes, sir. He's our mayor here. Would you like to meet him?
Yes, I would.
Governor, Mayor Skurlock.
My honor, sir.
Pleasure.
Governor, on this momentous occasion...
The mayor here's a great speaker, Governor. He can talk to you right out of your shirt. I mean, almost.
Well, most great speakers generally have a law background. Is that true, Mayor?
Well, Governor, as to that, sir...
yes. As a matter of fact, the mayor here, Governor, has had more experience with the law than anyone in this country.
Thank you, Mr. Barney. Gentlemen.
Buenos días, amigos. Welcome to the Gobernador de Nuevo Mexico, General Wallace. Permit me, General. I am el jefe, el coronel de los federalistas mexicanos, Acá, Bustamante y Nexor.
Hey! This is La Senora's personal aide.
She must be very important.
Y ahora, aquí tenemos a la gran dama, la gran señora Riley Guadalupe y Cortés.
Senora, I'd like for you to know the governor of New Mexico Territory, General Lew Wallace.
Senora, this is an unexpected pleasure, especially for your grandson.
Brian, is it really you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, aren't you going to kiss your poor old grandma?
I hope you're not disappointed in the lad.
Oh, how could I be? With him starting out hobnobbing with generals.
Pardon me, but is it possible that we've met before?
I've been away from the army too long, I reckon. Forgot how romantic you fellas is.
It's getting late, Senora.
You misunderstand my meaning, madame.
Senora, I think you'd better go to Mexico right away. That meeting with El Presidente, you know.
Oh, Billy, watch your hurry. Give me some time with it.
Billy, watch your hurry.
Oh, hello, Patrick. I guess you're as surprised as we are. I'm just telling the governor here that...
You know? Well, Billy, do the honors. I've never met the Senora Riley Guadalupe Cortez. I've been looking forward to it.
Help! Sheriff Garrett! Help! 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 That's them, Sheriff Garrett. They're kidnappers, imposters. They stole my clothes. Give me back my hat. Sheriff, arrest them.
I'm sorry, Billy, but I'm afraid that blows it sky high. You're all under arrest.
Sheriff, what's the meaning of this?
General, my apologies. It looks like you've been had. All right, boys, let's take a walk. You all know where the jail is.
Now, just a minute. They ain't done no harm. Since when are you locking up nice fellas just 'cause they were helping a poor old lady out, huh?
Sheriff, who is this woman?
She's a saloon keeper, that's who she is. She runs a hangout for outlaws like them.
Why did you lie about being my grandmother?
I didn't lie about that.
Ridiculous. My grandmother's a lady.
Maybe I ain't no La Senora, whatchamacallit, but that don't make me no less a lady. Besides, that's no way to talk to your own grandma.
It can't. It can't be.
You don't like that, huh, boy? Well, that's just fine with me. Fact is, I never did cotton to no officers know-how. I always did say a man didn't amount to much if it took an act of Congress to make him a gentleman.
Let's go, boys.
Listen, you go hard on them boys and I ain't gonna cook nothing for you again. No more fatbacks and frijoles. Never. No more.
Come on, Mamacita.
What's the matter, General? You never see an old vet before?
Up we go.
You lock him up, and by thunder, you're gonna have to lock me up, too. Now, come on. Go ahead, let me see you lock them up.
You mean she actually locked herself in the cell just to be with them?
Another cup, General?
Go ahead.
After all, who can argue with her? She's mad enough at me as it is right now.
Teniente Grande, the Great Western. It's hard to believe after all these years.
Now, there it is, big as life, painted on that sign right outside the cantina.
Did I hear somebody mention the cantina? Well, don't you worry, General Wallace. I'll take care of that den of thieves.
You will, Mayor?
Yes, sir. The first thing in the morning...
Good morning, sir.
Stand at ease, lad. You're not at West Point now. Look here. That's my best.
Lovely.
Well, Sheriff, shall we proceed to the woman's cell?
Good. Nothing like saving the taxpayers' money. You gonna use your power to pass sentence on her?
She'll get everything that she deserves.
Good.
In that case, sir, please accept my resignation. Effective immediately.
Now, what for, lad?
I cannot pose as an officer and a gentleman no more than my grandmother can pose as a lady.
The Great Western was never a lady because she was too busy being a hero. And now, Mr. Mayor, if you'll be kind enough to lead the way, I'm going to accomplish something that the government's been trying to do for the last 32 years.
Yes, sir.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but would you have a mite of stew for a soldier fresh off the line?
How's your stomach, boy? Had to jack up this mulligan with some chopped iguana.
The name's Lew Wallace, ma'am. Lieutenant, 1st Indiana Volunteers. The men told me you'd help any boy in trouble, even an officer.
Nah, you ain't one of my boys. Got a thatch of gray hair there. You're an old man.
I am now. But think back, Mamacita, like I did. It took seeing you splashed with mud to turn the trick for me. Then I remembered.
So you was just a no-account volunteer like me, huh?
The volunteer will stand at attention. Attention! Gentlemen, no veteran of the Mexican War can ever forget the bravery of this woman, known only to history as the Great Western. She did everything for us. She cooked for the officers, she traveled with the Army, she inspired and mothered the boys under fire. She even stopped a retreat. She knocked the dragoons from their horses with a frying pan and then sent them back into the lines with the courage to win the day. As territorial governor and general officer, I make the following decree. First, that the cantina, La Poniente Grande, be maintained permanently by this county as a token of esteem for this great hero. And second, that the Great Western accept this Medal of Honor, with my apologies, for it represents but a shadow of her glorious deeds. With your permission. It's been an honor, Madame. Is there anything further that I can do for you?
You're darn tootin' there is. Are you gonna make Pat Garrett keep those poor young fellas caged up in there just 'cause they was trying to help this here old vet? Huh?
Sheriff, I grant these men amnesty for what they've done. Lieutenant, do you act only on orders? I think you must have something to say.
My la senora.
Well, you might as well let us out of here. Now, Patrick, now wait a minute. You can't do that. You gotta let us out. Remember, the governor gave us all that amnesty.
Yes, so he did, but that just freed you all on the previous charge.
Previous? Yeah, but we all been right here ever since then.
Violating County Ordinance 2, Section 3, Paragraph 4. That specifically prohibits private meetings between persons of known criminal background. And since you've all been in the same cell together, obviously you've met. I'm sorry, gentlemen, you're still under arrest.
Yeah, but wait a minute now. What about me? I have no known previous criminal background.
Oh? Well, we'll figure out something, Billy, like, consorting at meetings with people of known criminal...
What do you mean consorting, Patrick? There ain't no law like that.
No? Well, it should be. Don't you go away. I'll find out.
Patrick! Patrick! How long will that take you?
Quien sabe, amigo. Quien sabe.
This just come in for you. From the marshal up Santa Fe.
Jack Byrne, huh?
Yeah, him. Him and that gang of his.
Now, settle down, Holly. We'll manage.
Manage?
He's even got the law running.
Nobody's running.
Well, what do you call that? Marshal telling you that Barron's riding in here after plundering a ranch up at Greenhaven for you to catch him. It's out of his territory.
That's just what we'll do.
Well, did you read why he's coming?
Yeah, one of his gang bragged they were going to kill Billy Bonney.
Now, ain't that something? What do you think they'll do to this town before they're through?
They're not going to do anything to this town. Barron probably won't get here before nightfall. That'll give us a chance to get ready for him. Anyone else know about this?
No. Oh, Miss Heller was in the office when the message come in.
Well, don't tell anyone else just yet. You get on back to your office. I want you to send a wire in a few minutes.
Why do you suppose they're after Billy?
That's what I'll find out. As per information from Santa Fe, Barron traveling with his men should arrive in Lincoln no later than 6 p.m. this day. Request immediate military help. Signed, Garrett, Lincoln County, New Mexico Territory. You got it?
Just so long as the Army got it, Mr. Garrett.
You leave, Sully?
I will be when I see them soldiers in those streets out there.
Here he is.
He didn't tell you what they wanted to see me about, did he, Bert?
Nope. They gave me a chance to ride, and I say that's better than shooting horses for old Traeger.
What you saying, Patrick? What's all the stir about?
Thanks, Bert. Let's go in.
Better be good, boy. I left Tundrell. Baling some hay, I ought to be doing.
Billy, when did you ever run up against Jack Barron?
Well, what do you know?
You like to say you've been expecting something?
Yeah, you might say I have, Patrick.
All right, put that gun away. Yeah, read this.
What's that? Jack Barron. Yep. Yeah.
Now tell me, why does Jack Barron want to kill you?
Well, you should go to offer me some refreshment first. I mean, this is a long story, Patrick, and I've been riding in here, got some dust in my throat.
If Jack Barron's coming into this town looking for you, I want to know why.
Well, it ain't because I robbed a bank with him and then ran off with the money. That's what's bothering you. I was kind of worrying you, wasn't it, Patrick?
You haven't answered my question.
Well, I was up around near El Paso a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, go on.
I was visiting Juan Gomez on his ranch up there, you know, when a couple of fellas came on his land and tried to steal some of his cattle without paying.
Billy, what were you doing up there?
Well, Juan's got a pretty daughter, Patrick. Now, wait a minute. You want to hear the story, don't you?
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
All right. I politely pointed out to these two crooks how wrong it was to steal a man's cattle. Then they tried to draw on me, and one of them died.
And the other one?
Well, I wounded him. I guess I shouldn't have let him ride away, huh?
Billy, why didn't you tell me this before?
That's none of your business.
And it is now.
Is what I just heard true, Mr. Garrett?
I don't know what you heard, Mrs. Murphy.
Ann Wickett heard from Mrs. Heller that Holly told her that this town's going to be overrun by the Barron gang. They're coming looking for him.
That's right, ma'am.
I'll take care of this, Billy.
No, wait a minute, Patrick. I'm the one they're after. Jack Barron is looking for me, ma'am, but he ain't interested in hurting anyone around here, if that's what you're worried about.
Hortense, I told you to stay away from here. Sheriff, I've got a $400 mirror over in that saloon, not counting another $300 in goods. Now, who's going to protect me and Hortense and the saloon from this mayhem?
Is this the kind of talk that's going through town?
Why, it's going like wildfire. And why shouldn't it?
Just think, half hour ago I was nice and quiet pitching hay.
Oh, don't be a smart aleck. How do you come getting mixed up with a murderer like Jack Barron anyway? Maybe you're too sensitive to answer that.
Maybe I don't want to answer that, Mr. Murphy. You wipe the noses here, Patrick. I'm going to take care of this on my own. Jack Barron ain't coming into this town.
Just stay where you are.
Let him go, Sheriff. If he wants to be so cocksure of himself, why mess up the town? Or maybe you've never seen how Barron works.
He's not going to work here.
No? They're a rough company, let me tell you, Sheriff. The law's been after Barron for better than 15 years. He got his start in Kansas during the war.
I know. He rode with Quantrill's raiders.
Butchers is what they were. Quantrill, younger brothers, Jesse and Frank James, and Jack Barron. They killed better than 200 people. Men, women, and children in Lawrence, Kansas. That's where I got this leg. I was just a kid.
It's you who's brought all this to Lincoln. It's you.
Oh, you're wrong, ma'am. I'm riding out to meet Barron just as soon as Mr. Garrett here will allow me to leave, and I'll settle it in my way. Just like I settled one of his men up in El Paso.
That's why they're coming after him. But you're not settling this your way, you're settling it mine. I'm not letting you get slaughtered.
Why don't you consider it?
Just practical.
You mean you'd miss me?
All right, Billy, let's not carry this too far. You're still a citizen under my jurisdiction, and I'm not having any personal vendettas carried out in Lincoln County. The law and the Army will handle this.
Mrs. Heller never said nothing about the Army.
I sent a wire to Fort Stockton 20 minutes ago. The Army will be here by nightfall. Mrs. Murphy, maybe you'd better get your stories complete before you come storming in here.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I really am. That puts another complexion on the whole matter. Well, let's tell him, Averill. And close your mouth. You want to catch a fly in it?
Good. Good. In case I need some extra help, I can count on you?
Sure. Sure thing, Sheriff. Anything for law and order in Lincoln County.
What are you going to call out the Army to protect me, huh, Patrick? You mean to tell me the whole U.S. Army in the United States of America is going to protect little old me?
Billy, I don't see anything amusing in this.
Oh, don't you? Listen, I was thinking maybe I ought to get a medal or something, Patrick, for kind of leading old Jack and his boys into a baited trap. I mean, here they want to kill me, and you and the Army just going to drop a noose right over the necks. Boy, that's something.
Yeah. And you are staying right in here until it's all over. I don't want you messing things up.
You keep trying to keep me here, Patrick.
Bet?
Yeah, I'll bet you.
What is it now, Holly?
I just got a reply from Fort Stockton. They can't send any men for 2 days.
Did you tell them out there about this?
Well, why shouldn't I told them?
Why can't the Army come, Holly?
Because they only got a small guard at the fort. All the rest of them are ridden against the Comanches up at Pluter Lake. They don't have nobody to send, Mr. Garrett.
Garrett, come on out, Sheriff. We want to talk to you.
Well, now what are you going to do, Garrett?
And don't fool us. We know the Army's not coming.
This is a fine kettle of fish you got us into here.
He didn't get you into anything, Mr. Murphy. This is my business.
That's right. And you better all understand that before we go another step. Billy here shot one of Jack Barron's men in self-defense when he found him rustling another man's cattle. Barron's coming after him to even the score. That puts a member of this town in jeopardy.
Then what are you intending to do?
The law will take care of it. I'm deputizing every able-bodied man in this town.
Now, hold on a minute. We don't have any gunfighters that can stand up to Barron and his gang. Well, maybe you and Billy there, and maybe Bert.
What you're saying, Mr. Murphy, you want the three of us here, maybe the Army, to protect your town for you, right?
Now, kid, don't get smart. You're talking to my wife.
I'm talking to your wife with respect.
Let it be, Averill.
I got a solution to the whole thing, Mr. Garrett.
Yeah?
No disrespect about you shooting in self-defense. You still brought this on yourself. So why don't you just up and leave town and Barron will have no call to come here?
What do you mean, run?
Yeah.
I never did know where you came from, Bert. Now I know why I didn't. Who'd you run away from, Bert?
Inside. Close up the school. Get the kids and the women home and shut down your stores. I want every able-bodied man in my office in 10 minutes.
Sheriff! They're Kendall's ranch, all of them.
All of who?
Barron and his gang. They're waiting for Billy to come back. They said if he don't come and meet him, they're coming in here for him. They're gonna burn this town to the ground if you try to protect him.
You figured they wouldn't come before nightfall, huh?
Sure must have pushed those horses hard.
Like I said, Patrick, they want me real bad. You better let me go.
What you gonna do now, Mr. Garrett?
If you're so kind as let me get on my horse, I'll be on my way.
We'll talk about it inside, Billy.
I ain't got that much time, Patrick.
Now do what I told you to do. I want this town closed up. Bert, get every able-bodied man, bring him to my office right away.
You're planning this whole thing, Patrick. What do you have me figured into it?
You tell me, but I'm not letting you handle it alone.
Well, that's sure whether or not there.
They're willing to see you run, too. That doesn't make them right. How far can a man run?
Yeah, well, at least we agree on one thing, Patrick. But you're going to have a hard time keeping your eye on me, ain't you?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't think you could keep me in here. So that means you lose your bet.
Drop your gun down, Billy. You're under arrest.
Oh, come on now, Patrick. Could you fooling?
I'm not fooling. Drop it. All right, up the stairs. Charging you with disturbing the peace. You struck Bert Powell in front of the sheriff's office while carrying a gun.
Oh, come on.
Ordinance 463A1. A bylaw of Lincoln County Territory, amended April 19th, 1871. In. $36 or 36 hours in jail.
I ain't got any money with me.
And I still won the bet, didn't I, Billy?
Mr. Garrett, we're not organizing to save that kid.
How much time do you figure wasting?
But why should we risk our necks when he's sitting in here, safe and sound?
Barron's men will burn this town to a cinder. I know, I've seen them.
You tell us, Mr. Garrett. Just how far do you mean to carry your friendship for Billy?
Get him out of town and we won't have any problem. He's been in trouble as long as he's been here.
You mean you'd let those men walk into town and shoot down somebody you don't like?
We don't owe nothing to Billy.
Well, maybe you don't think you owe something to yourselves, or your children. Look, it doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't matter to you who Barron's riding into this town to kill. It's just a matter of whether law or anarchy is going to win.
Why are you forcing this on us, Mr. Garrett?
You're the one who's doing the forcing. You want Billy out of town.
He's just a troublemaker. We'd be better off without him.
For how long?
What are you talking about?
Getting too close for comfort, I bet. Let him kill somebody you don't like. It's all right for him. If you don't like him, let him die.
Now, nobody said that.
Nobody had to, but that's what you're thinking. You're using your prejudice against Billy to hide your fear of Barron. Hand Billy over to him, sure. Maybe Barron won't steal your cattle this week. But what about next week? when he might want something else, when he might come after a friend of yours, somebody you like, when he might come after your wife, or even your children? How are you going to appease him then?
Don't try rattling us, Mr. Garrett. I never saw Billy do any fighting for us.
This is not a fight over Billy. This is a fight over whether a man named Jack Barron can take over a decent, law-abiding community without somebody standing up to him and telling him that he can't do it, that he's going to go to jail. It's just as easy as that.
We came out here to build homes, not to take care of Billy Bonney.
Mrs. Murphy, that's what you're doing here today, defending your home.
And half of us laying in the street, dead. No thanks, Garrett. I say if we don't try to fight Barron, he won't hurt us. Let's get on home.
Don't be foolish, Mr. Garrett. Unless you want him to burn down the jail.
What's the matter?
I hate to say it, Averill. I really do. Maybe Garrett's right.
Looks like you and I have been elected, Billy.
Well, that means you got to let me in the jail, huh?
Yep.
And you owe me $2.
Yeah.
And no fine.
No fine.
Well, looks to me like you lost all the way around, Frederick.
Not exactly. I'm deputizing you, Billy. Raise your right hand.
No, I want the people of this town to know I'm doing this strictly on my own. I don't want to be hiding behind any badge,
You
Frederick.
won't be hiding. Raise your right hand. In accordance with the law of Lincoln County Territory, I hereby swear to accept responsibility as a deputy and promise to carry out my duties in a lawful manner. Say it.
In accordance with the law... What is it?
Of Lincoln County Territory, I hereby swear to accept responsibility as a deputy and promise to carry out my duties in a lawful manner.
My duties in a lawful manner.
All right.
What difference does it make if I pull the trigger with a badge on my vest or no badge at all, Frederick?
The difference between order and disorder.
Oh, come on, now, what are you trying to tell me this little piece of tin is going to change things and make them better than they are?
If it's worn enough by people who believe in it, yes. Maybe someday it'll sink into the minds of men that it's better this way than any other.
Oh, come on, Patrick. That's just like saying people are going to stop using horses to get places.
Could be.
Even stop wearing guns, huh?
Yeah.
You want to bet?
Billy, we won't live that long.
Yeah, well, you're sure going to die trying, ain't you?
I don't know.
Well, they know I'm not coming by now.
Yeah, we'll wait outside where we can see him. Far enough, Baron. I'm looking for the kid, Billy Bonner.
Right over here, Baron. Why don't you come in here and get me?
Don't try it.
If you think much of this town of yours, Sheriff, you'll stay out of this. This is between the kid and me.
This is between the law and you. You're under arrest, Barron.
There are only two of you. You're bucking a bad bet, Sheriff, but that's the way you want it.
Well, what do you know, Patrick? The Murphys.
This who's protecting your kid?
Murphy, get off the street. You're in our line of fire.
Take care of him.
How do you like my deputies, Barron? They're carrying shotguns they can't miss. Now, all of you, drop your guns. Shoot! Shoot them down!
You better not try anything, Barron. We got a mean bunch around here.
They're not hanging me!
My thanks for whatever made you do it.
I guess it was Hortense first got us to see. But I think we'll all agree you helped. Well, let's get him to jail.
You know something, Patrick? I didn't realize you were so eloquent. Well, at least you kept me honest, Patrick.
Just so it did some good.
Did a lot of good for the town here. They got your points.
And you?
I have to answer that, Sheriff. See you around, Patrick.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো বলবেন। আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া। লিয়া
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Này, sao thế nhỉ? Sao thế ít ít nhỉ? Nổ bùm. Chuẩn không vậy? Chuẩn rồi. Không có rồi. Rồi, cút. Xong, cút. Mèo 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 mèo. Cái gì đấy? Lò đắc bù bù làm mau vậy? Chuẩn không vậy? Thầy lái nha, thầy lái tốc độ cao xem con lái không? Từ từ, mày ấy hả? Xít được. So ride a cat in high speed đấy. Chuẩn không? Ấy á? Không được. Sửa tốc độ cao. Tốc độ cao đét mà. Rồi một lần, hai lần thứ hai, 300 lap à, 400 lap. Chuẩn không thầy? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Ui tốc độ cao đấy. 378 lap cho 400. Này à, bắt đầu thua, bài khỏe đấy. 2299 á. Mày đấu sĩ á. Mình lắp vào mày đừng méo ăn uống đầy đủ nhỉ. Thằng này được ăn uống đầy đủ. 2299 là phải không? Không. Tự đầu chuyển hóa bản đấu. Hả? Đúng đi em. Lũng. Ô. Phải chấm. Full rồi.
Chuẩn bị ăn đi sang xuống dưới.
Không biết. Ok thầy ơi, mày sẽ ride a cat. Lâu rồi, 15 phút. Well played bro. Mày lái luôn đấy, lái bình vua lái racing bike. Nhốt luôn, chết không? Ngồi đi. Đéo đi à? Vào nó kèm rất sư linh. Đéo đủ mana để chết. Phải không? Cũng là khỏe rồi ra. Đấy cái bài gì với cả Nautilus 2.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Quên kể mẹ mày à. Em mày đang chửi con Tam đâu mày em. Mấy thằng ấy chửi nhau cứ lôi bắt gì bắt các kiểu ra nó chửi mà. Bây giờ có chửi được đâu. Là số đắp cái đéo kìa. Quất từ ba cao cược nữa. Mày đang theo đường sẵn rồi, tao cho mày một con mà. Với cả con tam áp con này, xong thêm tắm ken nữa, đỉnh. Có cút lòng vàng ấy, tắm ken là xịn nhất rồi. Một con là to nhất trong cao cường rồi, quá to nhất làm vàng. Red 3 kinh ấy. Galio Bồ Đăng Hoa. Rồi Galio cút tuổi con lắc lém đau điện, lắc phùn đồ 3 sao. 7 sử ra chỉ là mũi rồi. Con lắc cái 7 sử ra chỉ là mũi rồi, nó quăng phát chết. Xong gì? Hút quăng phát chết con kêu. Dạ, xài kinh mà. Quân, biết con Amuba ở đây có đồ gì không? Có thú tượng, dây chuyền tự lực, giáp siêu linh, được chưa? Hai cái đồ quân sự kinh ấy. Tam Ken 3 đấy sự đẹp. Tam Ken 3 đấy là sự đẹp ấy. Bởi có nhiều máu cho bố lên Tam Ken 3 ấy. Còn nhiều máu à. Gốc lùi. Thằng ấy lắc này. Con lắc nó cũng là một vấn đề đấy, nhưng mà thực sự là con áp cơ. Áp là carry. Rồi quăng điện, quăng cái lắc 3 quăng điện, lắc 2. Amu mình còn 1 tỷ máu chứ. Không yếu nhỉ? Thua thua này. Lên sàn 2 ạ. Tao thua. Sàn 2 đi. Sàn 2 gì đấy? Là cái thuốc bóng mà. Cái thuốc bóng luôn đó. Để có đồ. Đây. Đấy. Rồi rồi. Lắc ở đây xong rồi. Lắc ở đây, lắc ở đây rồi. Quyết trình. Nhưng mà phàm được đâu đi. Ở đây rồi. Sao? Rồi bên tờ. Cái xa bên đấy à? Cảm ơn vì đã đến. Rồi xong còn cái xa, quang phát cần chết cái xa 2. Học đi, quỷ đấy à? Con này khỏe phết đấy. Ý bố bắt thua. Mà là mai thua. Yes. Mày cút. Chất 10 à, 10 sử ra không có broccoli. Bố cút. Đéo có Tam Ken mà. Nếu có Tam Ken rồi hỏng rồi. Để thằng này Tam Ken 3. broccoli. Nó ra kìa. ra ba không? Nổi không? Rồi, mày đi. Dương ơi, thằng này 8 sao ra bãi bay luôn, 8 sao ra. Đéo ra. Thằng đi sân 2 ạ, căng lắm. Rồi, thằng đi sân 2 em cũng chịu. Mày thua. Đi sân 2 ạ. Rồi, đi sân 2 vừa còn đéo chết cơ, đéo nhỏ. Cho chuột đéo gì. Thằng này, không ngờ mình thua nhỉ. Ui, nó nhất ao mu gần chết kìa, chuột búa. Tăm Ken thì ai lỡ dùng Tăm Ken này. Mua trôi búa à? Cái đi, cái thôi bóng. Được rồi. Sao ra nữa? Đéo ra Tăm Ken rồi, thằng kia dùng Tăm Ken à? Chắc là nổi không? Mày đi sao đi luôn? Tăm Ken không nhỉ? Phạm Việt ở đâu nhỉ? À kìa. Phải không? Rồi, Em Mai à? Phải 23 tiếng nữa. Còn cái nhận game không biết. Ui, ánh sáng à, đồ ánh sáng à? Con mua con nào nó đồ ánh sáng mà sao? Vẻ đấy, mà sao mới đầu quăng đâu đấy? Ủa, nó mà bỏ bài ra cho sao nhỉ? Như hay cái bạn nó thấy bỏ bài đâu. Với nó bài yếu lắm, nó bỏ bài rồi. Mà nó bỏ bài ra. Bằng cái bạn nói sao ấy? Bạn nó đéo đỡ được, hai bên lịt ý chỉ vậy. Các bạn đâu đéo đỡ được cũng bỏ bài ra nhé, chôn quá. Gì bạn? Hai để chịu. Thêm một con sa ra chỉ đánh một trận nữa ở 46. Cái gì vậy? Yeah, what's up? Mày trốn. Lắm ấy, tham phá đối tượng các minh sinh không? Vào đấy. một lượt. Thức đánh 15 giáp phép cho sở hữu của đồng người kè hàng đất đồng minh sau trong 12 giây. Thế là gì? Bố. Chạy đi à? 56 à?